Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm joined by Martin Dyster, Vice President, Business Development TV at Telos Alliance. Martin, welcome to IABM TV.
Thank you very much. I hope everybody out there in IABM land is healthy and fit and coping with lockdown.
We're all doing good, thank you, Martin.
Cheers.
So, Martin, how is Telos Alliance doing things differently to accommodate the changing needs of its customers right now?
I guess it's probably not really about doing things differently as such. The ethos of the company, or at least a lot of our technology, is based around IP anyway, but audio over IP specifically, and that lends itself very much to what's happening in the world now, with more and more people working from home, producing content from home. But what we've been doing is shining a spotlight on particular technologies. We've been helping our customers as they reach out to us to be able to take the solutions that we offer and create best fits for them. So whether or not that's helping them with free software updates, or explaining the adaptability of certain products, or particularly in the radio industry, where some broadcasters are struggling with declining ad revenues, is helping them into lower cost solutions that get them on the air in an at home broadcasting model. The other thing that's really important is Telos Alliance has always had 24/7 round the clock support, and our support guys have been rushed off their feet, right now, helping out with these kind of models, getting people up and running in what otherwise is a fairly alien way of operating. So our support guys know their way around our products amazingly well, and they also know how they can adapt into a different kind of remote control, working at home kind of model. So they're really busy at the moment.
So, Martin, which products and solutions from Telos Alliance do you feel are most applicable to the remote broadcasting model?
Well, the product that I represent most strongly, I guess, is Telos Infinity, which is a matrixless intercom system built around the AES-67 SMPTE 2110-30 audio over IP standard. And it's always been designed to be able to create a broadcast intercom infrastructure that can work across VLAN, but can also work across VPN and work across the wide area network internet. And so with our customers, existing customers and new customers that are becoming familiar with Infinity, we've been helping them understand how you can use a decentralized system and then spread it out across your at-home environment. So even something as simple as I got one right next to me, an Infinity belt pack. This particular one is running VoIP code and is connected to the internet via my home internet provider, and is connected to the office in Cleveland. And it's a really good example of how you can extend the production environment in at-home working just by using technology that's already on board the product, without any significant investment. So Infinity is a good example. In the consoles that are represented by Telos under the Axia brand, again, those have various remote control functions. Soft Surface, for example, is a way to extend the control of an Axia console from the broadcast plant, from the studio environment, out to a remote location, out to the home. And many of our customers in the radio industry are starting to utilize that, or use our IP Studio product, which is a touchscreen based control surface, so that it takes the core infrastructure of their facility and pulls it out to wherever they're working, while so many of us are in lockdown. And talking about that as well, if anybody wants to learn more, then we have a YouTube channel, YouTube youtube.com/Telos Alliance TV, and we have a great deal of specialist content on there right now, which is aimed specifically at this at-home broadcasting model and the kind of facilities that we can provide.
Okay. And so, Martin, has the change in the current business climate altered Telos Alliance priorities when it comes to new product development?
No, I think it has. It's really focused us on how our technology can adapt, and we're spending we've started to look at some of the development projects that may have been maybe not sidelined but not running on the fast track, let's say, which moving us towards this kind of model. I mean, our legacy as a company has always been in audio over IP. We were the inventors of audio over IP for broadcast, the first people to ever bring a protocol out into the market. And virtualization, for example, is not particularly new to us. In the UK, particularly, anybody who listens to BBC local radio or is in this industry may be aware of the Vylor project, which is virtualized local radio, which has now been running in the UK in the 40-some BBC local radio stations, virtualization of their mixing console and production environment. So virtualization is nothing new for us, but some of the products that products and solutions are now being pushed forward as we look at virtualization as the natural way forward for our products and solutions.
Okay, and so Martin, do you think that broadcast production will ever return to the way it was before the current crisis?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think anecdotally, having spent a lot of time with customers, particularly in the States, I spend a lot of time in the US. And maintain contact with a lot of the people that we've been working with over the course of the lockdown, where sports broadcasters have been using the REMI at-home production model for quite some time, esports particularly, but also traditional sports. What we've started to see in news production, without a doubt, is this move towards embracing that model, and I think that the realization that this is possible is going to change the way that people are thinking. And anecdotally, some of those customers that I've spoken to have candidly said that they don't believe it'll ever quite return to the model that it was, where every member of the production staff has to be in at 5 a.m. in the morning to start the news show, and that some of them can work from home and they can do it efficiently without any loss of quality or of content. And no, I think to an extent we've crossed the Rubicon, and broadcast production is going to change when we all go back to whatever the new normal becomes.
Okay, well, Martin, thank you very much for joining us today.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure. Stay safe.
You can find out more about everything we've discussed with Martin at telosalliance.com.